get some an everyday household item. Thank you and good night. Now what's that? I see one gentleman with his hand up back there waving a gloved hand like he's about to see if there's dust in the room. Yes, sir.
Cheese whiz.
All right, cheese whiz. That is one of our weapons. Cheese whiz weapon. I need another weapon, but what would that be? A toaster?
It's a teddy bear.
I heard a toaster. I heard toaster and I heard turkey, so we're gonna go with toasted turkey. A toasted turkey weapon, which at this point sounds delicious.
I get the feeling the audience is getting a little hungry now.
Yeah. So we've got a cheese whiz weapon, and does that belong to the hero or the villain? The hero. So Butternut Esquire III carries a cheese whiz weapon.
All right.
And a toasted turkey weapon goes to Bubbles, our villain. All right. And give me one other random item. Hold on, just you wait. The leg lamp, all right. Leg lamp will come up somewhere in here, and what else? Wait, what was that? A bald guy? He shouted the bald guy from the back of the room. Oh, a ball gag. Is this something you had experience with last night here at the Gaylord?
Bring out the gimp!
All right, a ball gag. All right, our game is called Pirates and Lawyers. It takes place in Baltimore, Mars. Our hero, played by Matt Mercer, is Butternut Esquire III. Our villain, played by John Patrick Lowry, is Bubbles. Soggy Bottom, the hero's assistant, is played by Jan Johns in the voice of her dog, Molly. The villain's assistant to Bubbles would be Alex, playing Randy Newman. Ellen McLean will be responsible for all sound effects. No matter what that item is, when the weapons go off, when we have things flying into the area, no matter what that sound effect is, we are going to the sound effect machine known as Ellen McLean. Somewhere within here is a love interest. A femme fatale known only as Matt Mercer. And that will be played by Marisha Ray. The weapon of Butternut has something to do with Cheese Whiz. We'll see how it works. In another food-related weapon, we have a toasted turkey. And somewhere along the way, we will find a leg lamp and a ball gag. As I'm sure if you search the rooms right now at the Gaylord, you will find a leg lamp and a ball gag.
You might even find a cheese whiz weapon.
Yes, pirates and lawyers, ladies and gentlemen, we begin. Deep space. As we head towards the overpopulated and violent planet of Baltimore, Mars. A rabble of people with long, tall hairdos calling each other hun move about the streets.
Hey, Randy.
Hey, yeah, what is it?
Can you see past all these tall hairdos?
No, I can't really do that right now, but...
Okay, we need to make a choice here, all right? We're either going after the lawyers or we're not going after the lawyers. So, I mean, if you can't see past the tall hairdos, how are we gonna make the choice? I need intelligence here.
The pirates got a friend in me.
Yes, walking into the scene was the villain, a very reasonable villain by the name of Bubbles.
Don't call me that.
Bubbles hated his nickname.
Randy, since evidently nobody else is playing this fucking game, I want you to go upstairs, past all those tall hairdos, check inside that upper window, all right? I think I see Butternut Esquire III.
We make our way to the top floor, where Butternut Esquire III and Soggy Bottom are occupied.
Randy, take off your frickin' shoes. We're sneaking here.
Wait, hold on a second. Soggy Bottom, did you hear footsteps? Yeah, I definitely heard some footsteps.
Yeah, it did.
Some shoes might be a little bit louder than mine are.
The footsteps were thunderous.
All right, the footsteps are a little obnoxious, but I swear I just heard Randy Newman, and that bothers me far more. Wait a second. If I check my lawyer senses, yes, the subpoena ray index is telling me those footprints belong to Bubbles.
He hates it when you call him that.
Suddenly, Butternut Esquire III felt something tingling in his legal briefs.
No! I didn't mean to turn that on. That's for after work hours, sorry.
There was a thunderous rap at the door. Behind it stood the villain Bubbles with one evil request.
Butternut Esquire III, I want you to cease and desist from calling me fucking Bubbles.
The individual who wishes not to be referred to as Bubbles, my legal documentation specifically refers to you as a Bubbles.
Randy,
I got the counter argument right here.
we don't need the counter argument. We need the toasted turkey.
Here you go with the toasted turkey.
Thank you.
A weapon of mass destruction was just pulled.
Boom, take a leg.
Oh, no! I'm allergic to dark meat.
I love dark meat.
He was allergic to dark meat, and it showed in his portrayal in Straight Outta Compton.
But wait a minute. Wait a minute. Who is this alluring femme fatale?
She had come out of nowhere.
I hear someone might be looking for a Cheese Whiz blade that is a +2 to dexterity Cheese Whiz blade.
It was the incredibly sexy, long-haired Matt Mercer.
That suddenly explains the buzzing in my pants earlier. Quick, Soggy Bottom! Retrieve the weapon from our new...
Not so fast. As you know, there aren't many cheese-bladed weapons in Baltimore Mars proper. And I seized this one from the toothy maw of a beholder. So,
I'm not sure
if you want this Cheese Whiz,
Mercer.
Soggy, please, for the love.
I want it.
Matt Mercer, I'm not sure why you're doing that, but I'd just like to say thank you.
She's really good at that.
It keeps all of the oils from separating.
Matt Mercer was making the hand gesture from hell with the toasted cheese whiz. There was no toast. The cheese whiz weapon. Soggy Bottom trembled in fear. Randy Newman trembled in fear.
Oh no.
But Bubbles looked upon the weapon and said,
Jeez whiz, Randy. That Matt Mercer really toasts my turkey.
Bubbles found Matt Mercer irresistible.
I'm sorry, Bubbles. But if you want to spend any time with me, I'm afraid you're gonna have to get into contact with my voiceover agent.
That means I'm gonna have to hire a lawyer.
I keep having talk with all this turkey swelling going on. But I'm a lawyer.
He raised his hand defiantly in the air, and suddenly, the Cheese Whiz cannon, having been shaked and stroked for too long, exploded in the face of Bubbles.
I'm hideously allergic to cheese whiz.
Oh, Bubbles! I'm so sorry.
Wait a minute. This swelling is very apropos.
Even in his allergic reaction, Bubbles still found Matt Mercer irresistible.
Listen, Butternut. Do I have to call you Butternut Esquire III?
Actually, yes. When you're in my office, that is a legal requirement.
I'm gonna search my inventory, but we didn't do enough grinding, Bubbles. So we're gonna go back and grind some more, right?
You want to grind some more? Well, just when I get a lawyer on the phone so I can contact Matt Mercer's agent?
That's a really good point.
So that we can have hot sex in a tub of cheese whiz?
The allergy meant nothing when it came to sex in a tub of cheese whiz.
You have to understand, man. You have to understand, Matt Mercer. I'm not as young as I once was. The cheese whiz really helps me.
I understand.
He was as stout as a leg lamp.
Well, as a lawyer, I also must stay. Being prepared for such dangerous circumstances is part of my job. So if you two are going under this, perhaps take this as a gift, as now your representation.
Butternut Esquire III suddenly slipped the ball gag onto Bubbles, who began to swell uncontrollably with no way to express his passion.
I'm sorry, Bubbles. I hate seeing you like this. But Butternut Esquire III is my new lover now.
Suddenly, a dream come true. Matt Mercer was making love to Matt Mercer. And the end! Look at that. Just that concept got a standing O. Happy New Year! Wow! By the way, just telling you, that would make an awesome one-man show.
What? The ending?
The happy ending. Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, wow.
That felt like a fever dream.
How many people would play that game, Pirates and Lawyers? You never will.
But it's going on Kickstarter in March, so keep an eye out for it. We'll put it up on social
Yeah, we're
media.
trying to go for like a Steam release, maybe next year. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, before we leave, what I'd like to do is go down the line. We've got about 6 minutes left, and I'd like everybody to take a moment, let you know the kind of things they have coming up, whether it be panels here, signings, or bless you, are things that are going to be happening outside, games, that sort of thing that you should look out for. So we'll start with Alexander Brandon.
Wow! As it turns out, everything that this is my last thing at MAGFest. And what a hell of a way to end. I have a card here where my takeaway is going to be John saying sex in a tub of Cheese Whiz. What a takeaway. And of course, Matt Mercer making love to Matt Mercer. But no, take a look out for Avon Colony, which has a score that I've written for it. Watch for Torment Tides of Numenera. That's a really big role-playing game by In Exile that's going to be coming out that has some wonderful voice work in it, as well as wonderful music by Mark Morgan, excuse me. And that's really, after that, I'm literally going to go someplace and collapse, so come and chat.
Thank you.
Ellen and I are kind of attached at the hip. We have our merch table in the expo room. Please come by and see if you want to pick up a copy of my science fiction novel, Dancing with Eternity, which is still selling very well.
It's awesome.
Get it. Thank you. We have, Ellen and I are working on a new video game called The Church in the Darkness, which is, we play cult leaders, Isaac and Rebecca Walker, and the player's job is to rescue his nephew from the cult. And then tomorrow morning, we're going to be helping Wes out, and Matt, I believe, and Marisha, are you going to be there? And Jen, are you going to be there too? You know, okay, in a voice acting workshop where we actually direct people and coach people and give people feedback on their voice acting. And that's tomorrow morning at 10.
That's tomorrow at 10 a.m. Now, I know many of you will be suffering from MAGFest hangover syndrome at about 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, but it's worth coming. One of the biggest questions we get when we do these panels is, how do I get into voice acting? And this is the one panel that will address that. Not only will you be able to get a chance to actually read some scripts that are from games, you're going to get a chance to get training from some of the best. They're on either side of me. I'm just sort of there. But this is going to be the opportunity you want to better your own voice acting. Acting is the optimal point. Voice acting and practical points on how to apply it. So be there tomorrow at 10. That'll be awesome. In the meantime, if you ever get a chance, if you're here in DC, head down to a Washington Capitals game. I will be the fourth bald spot to the right in the penalty box, hopefully calling a lot of goals for Alex Ovechkin. And again, I just finished Legends, the card game that is out online for Elder Scrolls, where I got a chance to reprise Shia Korath, the Daedric Prince of Madness. Oh, that would be awesome.
Hey, hi.
So after this, I'm gonna get some food, and that's really gonna be good. Thank you! Yes! And then go to bed. No, okay, so this is the last thing I'm doing at MAGFest, I think. So I love y'all, and well, thank y'all for being so nice to me and stuff. And when I have some episodes of The Loud House and Nickelodeon, and finally a cartoon I've been working on forever called Jet Bear is supposed to come out this spring, even though it's a year later. But and I'm Jet Bear, and yay! And he's super fun, and he loves science.
Let's see, yes, we are doing the voiceover workshop panel tomorrow, as you said, and then Matt and I are going to be at the arcade thing tonight.
MAGFest versus.
That. We're going to be there at late 10:30. That's like later tonight.
8:30 to 10.
Oh, it's 8:30. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll be there at some point in that time.
Here. It's in this room.
In this room.
Yay!
And other than that, I mean, yeah, you guys know where to find us. We have a lot of fun new stuff coming up this year. It's gonna be really a big year. I'm kind of taking a little bit more charge at Geek and Sundry, trying to bring it back to the company we knew and love. I'm gonna be in there a lot. But we hear you guys. We're very in touch with the audience and the community, and we're going to be trying to bring us back to our glory days. So that's going to be keeping me very busy, as well as other video games and stuff. But you guys know. You guys know where to find us. Yeah.
And one of those places is Critical Role. So we
Follow us on Twitter and shit. That's how you find out stuff.
Other projects we can talk about. Yeah, I have a lot of projects coming up, but NDAs keep us from announcing them until they're out. But one of the few that's coming up is Persona 5. So that'll be fun. That's all I can talk about.
Non-disclosure agreements are awesome.
They are great.
They're great. So lots of things that are going on with all of us up here that we just can't tell you. Can't talk about them. But we're all going to be around MAGFest for the rest of the next 2 days. Again, the voice acting workshop tomorrow. Be there, wake up, come down, bathe if you want. And I will be at, I'm going to be emceeing some of the bands tonight. I know Dan Cannon is one of them. So if you guys want to go out and check out some of the great music at MAGFest, go around, check out some of the wonderful panels. And we look forward to seeing each and every one of you tomorrow. This has been one of the best Voice-A-Paloozas ever, and I thank each and every one of you for coming up here.